Good morning to one and all. This is Tambar Kumari Chetri, a teacher trainee of Siliguri Primary Teachers Training College, and I am a teacher trainee of third semester. So today I am going to teach a second poem from CBSE board. So this is very short poem written by Robert Frost. So it is very symbolic poem. The poem is Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Okay, now before going to start this poem, so I'm going to ask you a few questions, okay? So everyone has desire or ambitions in life, isn't it? Okay. So, um, like, do you like cold winter season or summer season? If we talk about fire, we what comes in our basic thing comes in our mind is hot, isn't it? If we talk about ice, we imagine winter, icy lake, snow, etc. So this poem is a very symbolic poem. This Robert Frost is using the two elements of nature, that is fire and ice. So it is very symbolic poem. So while reading poetry, it is always important to know it has two meanings. All right, surface meaning, and if we go in depth, that is deeper meaning. This fire and ice symbolizes two different things. All right, so it is very simple poem written by Robert Frost. So as I have taught you earlier, Robert Frost has written many poems, no, like Road Not Taken. So he writes mainly about nature. He gives ruler scenes in his poems. So let us know, or let us read, have some idea about the poet Robert Frost. His full name is Robert Lee Frost. He is the modern poet of the 20th century. He was born on 26 March 1874 in San Francisco, California. All right. He died on 29th January 1963 in Boston, USA. So everybody has read the poems written by Robert Frost, isn't it? In smaller classes or in before this also, there was one poem I have discussed earlier, isn't it? So he was the poet to win Pulitzer Prize for the fourth time. So some of his poems are The Road Not Taken, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, Mending Wall. So now we are going to read a very short and symbolic poem. So I am saying that it is very symbolic poem. Here the poet Robert Frost has used two opposites, isn't it? What is opposite? Fire's opposite is ice, hot and cold. But here what he has symbolizes fire as limitless desire and ice as hatred. So he has compared two different things. Okay. Now this poem is about human emotions, negative emotions, human desires. If you don't, you have to understand it very clearly. Everyone has desire, all right, but limitless desire leads to destruction. If we live, everyone has emotions, all right, emotions and desires. If we have, it is good if we have control over the emotion, but if emotion, understand it very clearly, okay, if emotions and desires control us, then everything around us will be destroyed. So this is the basic analysis of the poem, now let us go, or let us read. It is very short, and it is very symbolic poem, okay, understand it. So now I have, you can see here, Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Okay, this is fire and this is ice. So I'm going to read the poem. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. So here some say the world will end in fire. View people's opinion. The poet has expressed people's opinion. Some people are saying that because of fire, because of extreme heat, because of rising temperature, the world will be destroyed. Some say in ice. some people are saying if the temperature, all right, if the temperature will be very low, it has decreased very much, then the survival of humans or animals or anything living creature on earth will be impossible. So it leads to end. Some people are saying that this is the scientific meaning, all right, but some people will say that what some people are saying, the world will end in fire. Fire means limitless desire. But if we go in the depth, if we go in the deeper meaning, we say that some people are saying that because of limitless desire, all right, we have desires. We human beings are so much selfish that we have many desire. But desire is all right. Having ambition is good, but limitless desire leads to destruction. Some say in ice because of hatred. What happens means cold. Ice means cold. Coldness means hatred. Because of hatred, jealousy, subjugation arises, and this leads to wars, conflicts. So we can see that everybody has read the Cold War between USA and USSR. That also, that is Cold War. Why there was a Cold War? Because of the hatred, because of the coldness among them. So it leads to war, conflicts, discussion, destruction, and all. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. So what the poet has expressed here in the third line is, from what I have tasted of desire, he says that as long as his experience of desire, he is in support of those people who said that the world will end through fire, through this passion, limitless desire. We can see in this world, we can take in the example, what happened in this present, what is happening in this present scenario. Because of human wants, humans are cutting down trees, deforestation is taking place, modernization is taking place. Because of this is all because of their desire. They are so selfish, they are never satisfied. So this is leading to destruction of world, increase of temperature, ozone layer, depletion of environment resources, all right. So the poet is saying, as long as I have experience of desire, he is in support of those people who are saying that world is going to end through limitless desire, all right. But if it had to perish twice, perish means die. I think I know enough of hate. That means he's saying that if he had to perish twice, if the world has to end twice, he said that to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. He's saying that if the world is going to end twice, ice is also a driving factor. Both this fire and ice are strong enough to destroy the earth, destroy the world. Fire and ice, desire. If we hate somebody, what means? Because of hatred only, no destruction leads. Because of hatred, jealousy arises. When we love someone, what happens with? We are contented, we are happy, we are satisfied. But when jealousy, when hatred, when we have some coldness among some friends or some countries or even with some families, what happens? Conflicts, quarrels, and there is violence all over. So he is trying to say that this is very symbolic, it is very symbolic. So he is trying to give the message that both this fire and ice are driving factor. Everybody have emotions, negative emotion, that if we nourish or if we nurture negative emotions within us, negative emotion like hatred, jealousy, everything, if it arises, that what happens means that it leads to end of world is going to end. There is hatred, there is there is fights, there is violence everywhere. So both this fire and ice are very much important, or they are the driving factors in destruction of earth. So hope you got this message. But what I am going to tell you is that not only reading this, but you have to understand and you have to make it practical. We have certain dreams. If you have read Macbeth, Macbeth also, what was his dream? He was to become, his desire was to become a king. But at that time, who was the king? Drunken was the king, if you have studied Macbeth. But his desire, his limitless desire, what happened means, in order to become king, he applied the shortcut method. He murdered the drunken. So, if he was patient enough, if his desire to become a king was good, but he had to prove his ability to become king. But instead of doing this, what he did was he murdered King Drunken to become the king. So this was his desire, limitless wants. So what happened means destruction happened. So this is very symbolic and short poem. Hope you understood it. Thank you.